Have a look. This is gonna be fun.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, buddy.
Welcome back to Drola's Garage. I have bought another car. I'm waiting for it to arrive. It's a little bit of a project. This time it's not a flooded car, it's a crashed car. But you guys will see what I'm talking about. I think it's gonna be a cool project. Regardless of which way I go with it, it's gonna be cool. So stay tuned. You guys ready to check this thing out? Have a look. This is gonna be fun.
Ooh, look at that. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, I took a hit. Oh man, that's gonna be so cool. All right. What do you guys think about that, huh? That's gonna be fun. So let's check this thing out. All right, let's go over the obvious. It was hit pretty significantly, I guess. It's a 1981 Porsche 911 Euro model, slick top with the 911/30 motor, being a Euro motor, higher compression, etc., etc. Let's see. I'm trying to see what happened. That looks like a tire mark of some sort. Maybe this thing hit the side of a truck or something. It used to be a race car, I know that much for sure, and I will post here a picture of what it used to look like before it got turned into a safari car about 1,000 miles ago. And you can see it was hit pretty bad. Again, this was a gamble I took on my part in buying this car. I knew it was hit, obviously, but I have no way of knowing the extent until I actually get it in my hands. This side here is all kind of crooked, so, and it's buckled there. You can see this whole side here is buckled. So, the other obvious thing, it looks here as if the fender has come, obviously it has come separated from the body as here. So it's possible that the whole nose of it got shifted over. What else can I tell you? The door here isn't lining up for obvious reasons because this whole thing here is crunched in, as you can see. I'm gonna have to take a pry bar to all of this and get all of that separated so that I can turn the wheel. That wheel looks like it's pushed back a little bit. The car doesn't really have a clutch. I'm not exactly sure why at this point. It doesn't, like the clutch pedal, when you push it, almost only engages all the way at the bottom. I got to get underneath there and see what the deal is with the clutch. Obviously it was a running and driving car. It starts right up, but I need to see what else is going on here with this car. Obviously it was running driving, that's why I got smashed. And you can see here like that how it got pushed over. So I don't know. couple of options: either part this thing out or find the tub and just swap all the stuff. I mean, basically I have everything here. The interior is very Spartan. Again, this was a race car, so it just has a couple of Recaros, some harnesses, a nice roll bar. It would kind of be a shame to you know, to do away with that roll bar. I guess it could always be cut out and welded into another car. 915 transmission, and that's about it. There's nothing much else in here. The car has 222,000 miles. I don't know if that's accurate or not, because again, this is a Euro car, a gray market car. So at some point that speedometer may have been changed out, and I have no way of knowing if it was changed out with something that already had a bunch of miles or not. I will never know. So that's where it's at. Let me see. Looks like I got some oil coming out of the exhaust there. I don't know. I got to look into that. But first things first, I'm gonna get it out of the street, and then I'm gonna see about. Oh, I gotta bend this. I can't really drive the car because this is all touching here. This is touching here. I'm not worried about that. But that over there, this up here is definitely for concern. That's gonna dig into the tire, and I don't want to ruin that brand new tire. I'm telling you, this car doesn't even have 1,000 miles on it since it was converted to a Safari. So let's get moving. Let me get it out of the street. I'm working on my boat right now over here in the shop, so I can't get it inside just yet. And I'm gonna park it right here for now. And once I pull the boat out, I will put this guy inside, put it on the lift, and see what happens. It's amazing what a 2x4 will do on a fender. See, I already have some space there. Let me get this thing up inside of there a little more and keep pulling away. Oops, I'm gonna scratch it. There, at least, oh, I can almost move it. I gotta get this part right here. And that's about it. The oil cooler I see is rubbing a little bit, but I'm not too worried about that. Man, I just got rid of a super nice oil cooler too that I put on the brown bomber. I don't know if you guys remember that, but oh well, it's done. So let me keep pulling with that 2x4. I'm gonna just put it in gear, and here, because again, it doesn't have clutch, so I'm gonna have to, or maybe I can crawl underneath it when it's over here and see if there's something with the clutch pedal or the cable. I don't know, but at least, you know, the good thing about a Safari is that it has space underneath to crawl under. Man, this thing is cool. I don't know, I think that tub might be beyond repair. Or maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, gotta go. Need my hands. All right, I had to get the Boxster out because I had it here, and then I'll move that one up because the idea is to put this car on this lift. So, since right now it's over here, I figured instead of keep bending that thing, why not just put a smaller tire on it? So I brought the creeper. I brought the creeper so I could crawl underneath and check out the clutch situation. I brought the jack. I brought a 16x6, you know, standard Fuke. And the idea is to get this one out and put this one in its place. Much smaller rolling diameter. And then maybe it won't, you know, it won't rub there. And at least I can move it, you know? So let me give that a shot. So just to show you guys the difference in the rolling diameter of these two wheels, it's pretty significant. So I'm hoping this one will just bolt on there. Meanwhile, I can check it out. Looks like they just got some Bilstein struts and put the spindle all the way down at the bottom, and that's how they jack the car up. That oil cooler actually still looks like it's in good shape. But man, this thing definitely buckled. All right, let's get there. Oof, look at that control arm. Look at, I mean, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but the angle of that control arm is no bueno. All right. It looks like with this one, at least I'll be able to roll it. So now I'm gonna jack up the back here. Let me get underneath there and check out the clutch situation. because if I had a clutch, it would definitely make it easier. I mean, even as it sits, I can just start it in gear or whatever, but I'd much rather have a clutch, you know what I mean? Original wheels, let me see, what did they use? These are aftermarket. I don't know what kind they are. Maxilites. Okay, so they used Maxilite wheels. They didn't use original Fuchs. I don't really care. You know what I mean? This car, it's not a track car. So, that's fine. These tires are brand new, man. KO2s, those are good tires. Very smooth riding. And like I said before, I think I said it, the car only has about 1,000 miles since the last time, since it was built. I found the ad when they were selling the race car as a race car, and it was only like 1,000 miles ago. So, you know, somebody put a lot of effort into getting this thing jacked up, and then went and smashed it. And I mean, they smashed it good. So, all right, let me crawl underneath. Let's see what happens. So underneath the car, it's kind of strange being able to crawl under 911 without needing a jack, and on a creeper, because I'm on a creeper. So anyway, everything here looks okay. So I'm gonna guess, maybe assume that it's something up in the pedal assembly. So I'm gonna go look at that, but everything here looks to be all right. Like I said, the clutch, where it only feels like it's engaging at the bottom, so it's not getting enough travel. So if this is getting travel, and I'm by myself right now, so I can't have somebody push the clutch pedal down so I can see what's happening. It's possible, and I've had it happen to me before, that the clutch fork inside of here breaks, but I don't know. I don't think that's what happened, but I don't know. Let me check the pedals and see what happens there. When I saw the listing for this car being sold as a race car, it had some more bars. I guess they call it the NASCAR style or whatever. So whoever turned this into a Safari, ground it down and got rid of that. I think this is pretty good right here, because that definitely helps to stiffen the chassis and also gets rid of those bars, which then you got to climb over, and it just gets to be annoying. So let me I got to get that plate out. What is it, a 10? All right, let me go get some tools. So I'm looking up here. I don't see anything out of the completely obvious. This pedal here looks like it's bent, but there seems to be a lot of play. I don't know if you can see that, just a lot of play in that clutch cable. So it could be that the pedal's bent, and therefore it's not pushing in enough. You know what I mean? I'll have to go grab maybe a vice grip and try to bend that back if I can. I don't know if that's possible. Maybe they were, they put both feet in it when they crashed, and just the impact maybe bent that pedal. I doubt it, but it's possible. Also, I'm looking here. I mean, this thing took a good whack. Look at this whole thing here is crumbled. There, it's creased. The floor there. Look at that floor here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'll take it to a guy with a machine, a frame machine, see what they tell me. But it might be too far gone. I don't know. Whatever. We'll see. Right now, I got to get that clutch pedal resolved so I can move this thing around. I got to at least get it in the shop. Once I get it in the shop, then I get on the lift. Okay, I was able to move it under its own power. Still no clutch, but this actually worked out. As you can see, it's not rubbing. So the car actually drove it up a little bit, and then I put it in reverse, and it started in reverse and just brought it back here. But it did move here under its own power. So now I'm going to get this silver Boxster out of the way here and put this car here up on the lift. That way I can start digging in. Let's see what I find. I'm gonna have to tear the whole front end off of that thing, and also figure out what's wrong with that clutch. The scary part here is I'm gonna have to do this in one motion because I have no clutch. So I'm gonna have to just put it in gear, and let's see what happens. Hopefully no disasters. Let's crank this baby up. It's funny, I've never had to use these extenders, but on this car, I'll use them. Oh, I got it in here, by the way. I guess I should have started with that. I didn't hit anything. I didn't crash into anything. So far, so good. I will now jack it up and at least get it out of the way so I can go ahead and put this guy inside. And it's time to go home. I've been here longer than I wanted to today, but I really needed to get this done. Also, I needed, like I showed you guys before with the boat, I needed to get some stuff done on my boat. So I'm glad this is here. I'm glad it's done. Let me get it up in the air. I figured we can start at the back here. It looks like there's a crack there in the muffler. And when the car was up on the flatbed and stuff, it probably leaked some oil. So whatever, I'm not really gonna worry about that. It will probably burn off oil as that muffler gets hot and once the engine is running, like it already did a little bit. But that's the least of my worries. That one too looks like it's a little bit cracked, but no big deal. That can be welded up. I'd really like to put, two exhaust pipes out the back anyway. Not that that looks bad, but I just like the way it looks with the two pipes. Anyway, all right, moving on. Nice headers. Forklifts over there at the auction. Okay, well, so from what I can see, all they really did was re-index the torsion bars. You can see there on the spring plates, and they probably re-indexed them. There's no rear sway bar here for some odd reason. I don't know why. They would have removed the sway bar. And I don't know if I have a rear sway bar for one of these cars. I guess those are easy enough to find. But I would definitely pull. Actually, the sway bar would limit articulation. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, over here, everything looks fine. Let's see, no limited slip, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. And this used to be a race car, so it's kind of weird that it doesn't have limited slip. All right, let's move on down. A couple of holes here, I don't know, whatever. Looks like some kind of a washer. All right, and here we go. You can see how this is just completely crumbled. So what it looks to me is like this took the hit here, and this control arm pushed everything back. So this pushed the control arm and it just sent all the energy back until it crumbled right there. And there, as you can see, the fender there is kind of overlapping by that much. What is it, about an inch or so? Let's see. Otherwise, I mean, aside from it being bent, doesn't look like anything was really broken. You know what I mean? Like that control arm still looks good. You can see the scuffs there from the forklifts. But I don't know. I guess I could take that out and measure it and see if it needs to be replaced. You can see in the front here what they did is they took these struts and they just put the spindles all the way down at the bottom. I guess they may have been here originally and they moved them down here. And then possibly also indexed the torsion bars. You can see there used to be sway bars up there. I mean, the sway bar is still there probably from when it was a race car. And then they put this one here. I don't know why they would have changed that. Maybe because the control arms might be different. I'm not sure. But anyway, you can see there on both sides. It used to have the sway bar there, and now it has it here. This side looks fine. Not to say it might not be shifted over a little bit, but man, those are some long struts. Look at those things. So for now, that's about all I can see. You can see that buckle there. But yeah, right here, it completely crumbled. They must have hit this thing very, very hard. Sorry for all the noise. I'm rolling around here on my little stool since I'm under the car and I want to move around it. I need to be on my little stool here, so that's what you guys hear, making all that noise. And then, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be able to see anything here until I tear all of this out. All of this has to come off. But that will be for another day. I'm happy I got the car number one. I'm happy that it's on the lift and that I was actually able to get it inside without too much drama. It's gonna be cool, whatever becomes of this. Maybe I have to get a, a roller and swap all the stuff, whatever it is though. And then it'll have a clean title, because right now it's not gonna have a clean title. I have a rebuilt title. And then see what happens. All right, let me put it back down. I wanna look a little more inside that front area here now that I'm not in the blazing sun. It was hot today. So okay, let me get this car down a little bit. Another thing I noticed here is that the gas cap won't shut. It looks like the little mechanism that goes on that little, I don't know if you can see those little holes right there. The little latch thing is gone. There's the cable for it, but something else I'll have to fix. That headlight appears to be good. It's an H4. Can't say the same for that one. These guys here, I mean, these are good. Obviously that one's broken and this is broken. I think, I'm pretty sure I can get another one of these light pods. I don't think they're very cheap, but you know, what are you gonna do? You can see in there the lights. There was a hood prop rod down there to hold the hood open. Let me get that spare tire out. Maybe I'll be able to see a little better with that spare tire out of here. That's a little better. You can see there where it's buckled. I mean, this thing really did take a good whack. Like I said, I think I mentioned before, it is a Euro car. So there's a little plate. It's a 1981 model year. WPO ZZZ, yada yada yada. Smuggler box. Let's see if this thing will close now. It's a little wrinkled here. It's a little buckled. Yeah, you can see the buckle of it. I don't know, man. Maybe when they hook it up to the frame machine, all of this stuff will just kind of align itself out. But I don't know. Maybe not. I have a feeling many Sawzall blades are going to be required to get this guy off here. This one, maybe that bumper. Sawzall and grinder blades, grinder wheels. You can see here also. That's not supposed to be like that. Which also kind of puts the question what happened there. All right. Now I got to think, when am I going to get to this car? I have a road trip coming up very soon for foreign, and I need to get my GT3 ready for that. I got to put the roll bar in it and the bucket seats and the harnesses and all that stuff. So I don't know if I'll be able to devote any time to this in the next few days, but I'll see. I'll try. I'll get that hood off. That I can do, and then start, maybe, little by little. I guess it shouldn't take that long, maybe a couple hours. Get this bumper off. I think the only thing holding it on, those two bolts there, those two are broken off. And I don't know, whatever else might be holding it on. And just start disassembly. But for now, that's it. I'm done. It's time to go home. And that's gonna wrap up today's video on the Safari 911. I need to come up with a nickname for this car. The funny thing is, this car reminds me of my old Cream Puff because it's almost the same color, and I always regretted selling that car. Shouldn't have sold it, but I did. And then here comes another one. Cream Puff was a much better car than this one is, but that's a whole other story. So we'll see. Like I said, I have some events coming up very soon, kind of almost back to back. I think I have like 6 different events coming up back to back to back, and it's going to be a little difficult to spend a lot of time on this car. Not to mention, anything else I have to do. I said I have to get the GT3 ready also for the trip. That's the first trip I have coming up, and we'll see. Besides, there's going to be a point where I'm going to take that front end apart, and then it's going to be out of my hands. I'm going to have to take it to a body shop. Let them put it on the frame machine. If they can put it on the frame machine, let them tell me if it's fixable or not, because I really don't know. I think it probably is. They can pull it and pull it and pull it. My main concern would be if the structural integrity of the car is compromised, then you know, I wouldn't be too happy about that. But if they tell me they can pull it straight, no problem, maybe put a couple welds or whatever, reinforce whatever needs to be reinforced, and it's just a matter of, you know, slapping new fenders, hood, bumpers, and all that stuff back on the car, you know, that wouldn't be such a bad thing. And then I'll have a really cool car. Beauty of this car would be, it's a beater. It's not a show car or anything like that. It doesn't have to be anything beautiful. But I think that if I put some stickers and I don't know, just kind of make it cool, it would be a really cool car. And with all that being said, can you tell I'm excited? I don't get excited much, but this thing's cool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, the introduction to the Safari. Again, I have to come up with a name for this car. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. If any of you have suggestions, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. And I will be doing some more videos on this car. I don't know when yet, but hopefully soon. So hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell. That way you are notified when new videos on this car come out, and there will be some. So till then, you can follow me on Instagram, Girola964, as always. And thank you for watching.